Have you ever wanted tips on how to redecorate your place? Or how about find a spot in Philly where 20 bucks gets you a long way?
Did you know that there was a newly renovated sports exhibit at the Franklin Institute? Well, stay tuned because we'll be giving you all that and more on this episode of Everyday Explorer. Pioneers around Philadelphia. We explore all the different sites in and around the city of brotherly love. Hi, I'm Jake Smolinski.
And I'm Corey Meredith. We have a lot ahead of us, so let's get started. Our first group of explorers took a trip to Bread and Beck's Ice Cream Parlor and Bakery on Germantown Avenue in a segment we like to call Hidden Treats. This tasty goodies is close to LaSalle and gives customers a great view of Chestnut Hill. Let's check it out.
Welcome to another episode of Hidden Treats. On today's voyage, we hopped in the car and headed to Bread and Beck's Bakery and Ice Cream Parlor, located on the 8100 block of Germantown Avenue. After taking a short 15-minute drive, we sat down with Jake Boyd, the fourth-generation manager, to give us the details about the historic bakery and ice cream parlor.
1889 we started, and then the Bread and Beck family had it in their family for 3 generations. In 1954, my great-grandfather and my grandfather had been working for the Bread and Beck's family in their location in Frankfurt for about 35 years. From there, he gave my great-grandfather and my grandfather the Bread and Beck name, the building, all the recipes, and $5,000 and said, thank you for all your years of loyalty. And since then, this Bread and Beck's in Chestnut Hill was started in 1984 by my mom, Karen Boyd. Some of my earliest memories are I would have afternoon kindergarten and my mom and I would drop off my 2 older siblings and I would come here in the morning and help decorate or bake and bring treats in for all my classmates starting from kindergarten.
This Victorian-style bakery in Chestnut Hill offers a variety of unique baked goods, as well as the staple products that keep customers coming back.
One of my favorite cakes that we did and got the best publicity from was we did it like a simple groom's cake, and it was like a Yoda with the Game of Thrones, and it was 2 things that me personally I'm into, so it really struck home for me, and we got a bunch of inquiries from it. Our strawberry shortcakes and our rum rings. That is like our bread and butter, if you will, you know? So there are some of our staple products that we carry, but whatever you want, as long as you have a 72 hours notice and it's in season, we're able to create it for them.
Reporting at Bread and Beck's Bakery for Everyday Explorers, I'm Alfred Plewis.
Well, I know where I'm going after the show. That Game of Thrones cake looked incredible. Our next explorer took a trip to the one and only Franklin Institute. Tom tested his athletic ability and learned the science behind it at the new redeveloped Sports Zone exhibit.
Oof, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's go now to Tom to see how it turned out.
Hi, I'm Tom McIntyre. I'm currently standing outside the Franklin Institute. They're advertising the new Sports Zone. It's a newly renovated exhibit. Let's head inside. All right, so we're here outside the new Sports Zone exhibit here at the Franklin Institute. It's newly renovated. I'm getting ready to check it out. Come on, let's go.
First opening 15 years ago as a sports challenge, the exhibit recently underwent a $3.1 million renovation this past spring. The new Sports Zone now boasts 21 interactive activities dedicated to showcasing the science behind many different aspects of athletics.
Okay, I'm here trying to prove my baseball pitch. It's been a while since I've thrown a baseball. This could get a little scary, but it's all right. Then we're going to see how I look on the instant replay.
The Sports Zone reopening drew many different visitors, including those who have had plenty of experience with the Franklin Institute.
I've been to the Franklin Institute, and there used to be like a sports section, but this is really updated, and there's a lot of interactive stuff, which is really good for the kids, obviously, and for people my age too. So I would definitely come back, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody.
This 40-foot track allows visitors to test their running speed against different racers, professional athletes, and even the Philly Fanatic.
I'm at the jump momentum, about to test my vertical leap and see how good I am.
The jump momentum activity demonstrates the difference between a standing jump and a running leap, showing how increased momentum can ultimately improve your vertical ability.
I'm here with Ian Gallagher, greeter here at Franklin Institute, and I wonder what do you think about the new Sports Zone? Give me everything you feel about it right now.
I think it's looking great. It seems to be going well with all the guests today. It's a lot more modern than the older exhibit. It's actually very informational, as the rest of the Franklin Institute is, but it's for, like, fun stuff. I really like the basketball thing where you can like hit the basketball and see how high you can like dunk or whatever. It seems to be really good. It's been a long time coming, and I'm happy to see it open and see where it goes from here.
That was a newly renovated, newly improved Sports Zone. I had a blast. I definitely recommend it to anybody else that wants to come to the Franklin Institute. All right, I think that's it for me. For LaSalle TV, I'm Tom McIntyre.
Thanks, Tom. Jake, maybe you should take a trip down to the Franklin Institute to test your running speed.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I realized I haven't run more than 50 yards since 6th grade, so...
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. And now I know we all want to make the best of where we live, especially when it is on campus, so why not find a fun and easy way to decorate and rearrange your room?
That's right. Next is our DIY segment, Self-Made, where Alex will show you how to organize your living space in a way that is enjoyable, convenient, and spacious for guests.
Segment of Self-Made. My name is Alex Crosby, and today we're going to discuss ways to decorate your dorm or living space.
The living room is mostly used to socialize, but unless you want to look at a wall the whole time, you'll have to rearrange the furniture.
Now, since we've got a TV down here, we're going to want the TV up against one wall and the love seat on the wall opposite of that.
And if you've got any other seats in your living room, you should make sure that they're all facing the center so that you all face the same way.
A floor rug can also do a lot to make your house look nice and fill in all the blank spaces caused by bare floors. Now it's just time to add a floor lamp to add some extra light to the room and a coffee table, so you've got somewhere to put all your coffee and other knickknacks.
The best place to put a lamp would be in an empty corner of the room. This way, you can light the whole space without taking up valuable space in the center. And the coffee table goes in the center of the room so that everybody can place their drinks down.
And now it's time for a few little finishing touches that can really make your room look nice. One thing you can do is hang a blanket like this over the back of your couch.
As you can see, wall hangings do a great job of adding some extra life to the room. If you want to know what to hang up, try paintings, posters, or even a jersey of your favorite sports team. Now the living room is all finished, and you and all your friends can watch TV together and admire all the awesome decorations that you've got all over your house.
So now we're up in my bedroom, meaning that I can decorate this a lot more personally than I could downstairs. So I'm going to hang up some posters, some personal picture frames, and some other little knickknacks on my desk.
Because the bedroom is so personal, you can fill it with photos of your family and close friends. You can also put up plenty of other items related to your personal interests so you can express yourself as much as you'd like. Some of these things were given to me by friends, and others have sentimental value. That's why I'm going to put them on top of my desk and show them off. When you're all finished, you'll have a room that perfectly reflects your personality and interests.
My name is Alex Crosby, and that's our Self-Made segment. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alex. I'm excited for a chance to redecorate my room, but before I do, it's time for our first commercial break.
Yes, but when we come back, we will learn more about the volunteering portion of LaSalle. Jake will be sitting down with Sean Hutchinson to discuss service trips and how you can get involved. We'll be right back.
Life is hard. Effective consent is simple. Do not make hookup decisions if you won't remember them. For more information on sexual assault, visit nomore.org.
Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Explorers. I'm Jake Smolinski and I'm sitting down here with Sean Hutchinson, the Community Service Coordinator here at LaSalle for our interview segment, A Look Inside. Sean, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jake, for having us.
Yeah,
having me.
Okay, so we just kind of got through it here at LaSalle, a pretty busy portion of everything going down in UMass, all the service trips. We just did all the interviews and everything. So I gotta ask though, with all that going on, what have been your responsibilities like overseeing everything?
Yeah, so I guess my main responsibility here at the university is oversee student-run service programs. So we have a combination of service programs. We have some on a weekly basis, and we also have some on a trip basis, which is more what I think you were talking about. So yeah, we just got done with interviews, and all the programs just got selected this past about a couple weeks ago.
So I know we have LaSallians going now all over the place. What are some of these trips, like where exactly are we going this year especially?
So we actually have 11 immersion programs this year, 7 domestic and 4 international. They're going to places as Harlan, Kentucky, Browning, Montana, West Virginia, North Carolina, international programs to Haiti, Kenya, Dominican Republic, and Honduras.
How do you guys keep track of trying to like organize everything throughout all these countries? I have to ask.
So one of the big things is students like yourself, leaders, very motivated, passionate, and they help out with mostly all the logistics, picking the programs, all of that kind of stuff. And that helps as a staff member. That helps my job, makes my job a lot easier because I only oversee a certain part of that.
I gotcha. So for the viewers that may not go to LaSalle, what exactly are the service trips, and what is, like, I guess, the main mission statement, like, for like the mission trips here at LaSalle?
Yeah, the point of our programs is to give students the opportunity to see different parts of the country, different parts of the world, and also at the same time have them do service with the local community that they're serving. We, across the board, our students really find this experience very rewarding on their behalf, and hopefully the communities that we are serving find it also rewarding.
Yeah, because I've gotten the chance to go on Project Appalachia down in Harlan, Kentucky, and that was an incredibly unique experience. And so, but how would exactly, like, for you to choose like the coordinators, the people that are going to be, you know, like heading like these things and like setting up all these different interviews, like just going out to these different countries, how do you choose the people that are going to be like leading these trips?
So usually our system, the way it works is our student coordinators are students who were on the trip year before, and usually they apply and the present trip coordinators select them with help from myself. The participants though, every year we get a new bunch of participants, and one of the big things is people always ask, is there qualifications for our programs? And really there's no qualifications for our programs. We want them to be open for the entire university, for the undergraduate body. There are some things that some coordinators look for, especially dealing with group dynamics. You don't want all the same type of person, because imagine 11 of you on a trip, you know.
That's a little much.
Yes, yes. But one of you, 2 of you is a great benefit, and it kind of builds that group dynamic well.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's awesome that we have a lot. So we have so many students here at LaSalle who have done such an incredible job kind of keeping track of this. And so I got to ask then, there is a couple of new service trips going on this year. I know Camden's still this is its 2nd year now, but Honduras, which is, what's the name of this one?
Torch Missions. And that's actually the partner agency's name. This is the first year that we're sending students to Honduras. They will be most likely building homes. Unlike our other programs where homes take what people would think a long time, a couple months, up to a year, they actually can build a home in 4 to 6 hours. And the reason is they have a very simple structure, a very simple plan, and for those people who are receiving the homes, it's a step up from what they had before. So they're very, they love it. And the fact that you can build in 4 to 6 hours, the students kind of see a immediate reward to what they've been doing. Unlike those who work in Appalachia or Habitat, where it's a long process, and most likely you won't see a finished product.
Yeah. No, because I remember, especially in Appalachia, we spent like 3 days just painting the inside of a house. That was just the inside of it. But the 4 to 6 hours, that's absolutely incredible.
It's a very simple structure. It has a shelf life of about 15 years. It can withstand hurricanes, and they've been working for 15 to 20 years in Honduras, the agency they're working with. So they've kind of got down to a science and kind of get in and out, and it's kind of very rewarding for the community and also the members coming in to help build these homes.
Yeah, and so how did you guys get linked up with Torch Missions then? Like, how does that happen?
One of my jobs is to kind of explore other opportunities to bring onto campus. This opportunity came about because we have a staff member, Tyler Steffi, who is very involved with them, but I think he said about 14 years he's been working with them, and he had nothing but positive things to say. So I decided to go down myself, kind of do a site visit to see if it's something that, one, our students get something out of it, and two, would the community get something out of it. And through my interaction with Torch Missions, also my interactions with the student body and Tyler, we kind of thought it would be a very positive program to have at LaSalle.
No, it sounds like it's a beautiful fit to keep on just building like our relationships all over the world. And I guess like one of the coolest things for me is kind of realizing that we have such a continued relationship with all these different countries, and hearing about people's experiences down like Dominican Republic, over in Kenya and everything. It's absolutely wonderful. And so, what do you think though, the role of these service trips for the LaSalle community? What do you think like the role that they play?
I think one of the big roles that we have are is a cross-cultural interaction, cross-cultural communication with these communities. Most of the places we do go to are places that students never traveled before, so that us going into the community, what our students learn from the community and also what the community learns from us, I think is very beneficial and something that I hope they can take back. Also, you look at the social justice issues that each program is based off of, and kind of see what students will take from that, and kind of what is the next step when they get back onto campus. What will they do with that experience?
Yeah, and it sounds like you guys have been doing an incredible job getting to experience it firsthand. It's the best. So yeah, that does it for our interview segment here. And but don't go anywhere, because we still have plenty more to come on this episode of Everyday Explorers. Thanks.
My name is Caitlin. I'm 6 years old. I like to go to the beach with my cousins. When I was a baby, I was very sick. And then I got a liver transplant from an organ donor. He saved my life.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
My name is Carly. I'm 15 years old and I am a heart recipient. I got my first heart transplant when I was 1.5 years old. I got my second heart when I was 13. When I get my driver's license, of course I'm going to say yes to be an organ donor. I've been saved twice, so who says I can't save somebody else?
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome back to Everyday Explorers, the show where we, the students of LaSalle, are your pioneers around Philadelphia. We hope Jake's discussion with Sean gave you some insight on what volunteering at LaSalle is all about.
Our next segment is called the $20 Challenge, where our explorers come up with an exciting day in Philly within a $20 budget. My delightful co-host here actually took the challenge. And how was that, Corey?
It was nice. We got a chance to go to the Franklin Square, where we played mini golf and rode the carousel. Check it out.
Awesome. What a great way to spend $20. Now, if you want a diverse array of food, stop by Chef Ken's Cafe on Germantown Avenue and be sure to check out their Wall of Fame, where you will find the president, celebrities, and even some LaSalle alums. Take a look.
Located at 7135 Germantown Avenue is Chef Ken's Cafe. We stopped in for a little bit of some soul food. As soon as customers enter, they can smell a variety of diverse food. From mac and cheese to fried chicken to yams to mixed greens, there's a taste for everyone. The employees love it too.
My name is Elijah Gray. I've been working here for about 5 months now. I like the food, all the benefits, you know, I cut up the yams and the cabbage and stuff. I get to take a nice meal home at nighttime. I meet a lot of nice people, all types of people. I meet some crazy people, some good people.
We caught up with Chef Ken too.
I run a restaurant here called Chef Ken's Cafe at 7135 Germantown Avenue, and it's in the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's actually in the heart of Mount Airy. You know, Mount Airy is a real diverse neighborhood. You know, you have black, white, Jewish, Christian, vegan, vegetarian, all different types of people here. So we cook the food to the palate of the people. I don't sell things that don't bring people in. I do things that bring people in. And a lot of people have
like you got a lot of diversity.
Yeah, they have dietary restrictions, so we try to serve things that people can eat in this neighborhood, you know. I don't mean to be biased about different meats and things like that, but like I said, when you have a diverse neighborhood, especially with vegetarians and vegans and different nationalities, there's Muslim, Christian, vegan, and you've got the Jewish people here, and you have to be conscious of what they can and they can't eat. Now, the kosher Jewish people will not come in because it's not kosher, but some of the meats are halal. And you've got the regular Jewish people who will come in, and the Muslims come because they'll eat halal and they'll eat kosher. So it works two ways. A Muslim person will eat kosher, and a kosher person will eat halal. So if you stick within the boundaries, you don't have problems in a neighborhood like this, you know. Although other people sell other things, you know, but I try to bring them in. Again, I speak of diversity a lot because I come from a real diverse background. I was mentioning it to you earlier. I have an Italian mother, I have a Cuban father, and I have 2 African-American grandmothers. So I had an advantage growing up. And as I mentioned before, we ate manicotti, stuffed shells, and baked ziti one night. We had fried chicken, potato salad, and collard greens another night. And another night we might have had black beans and rice, adobo chicken, and tortillas. So we didn't know what we were going to get. So we had a real diverse palate. So what I did was I took a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and refined it by taking out some of the ingredients that weren't the healthiest for us in the 21st century. I made fast food, soul food, really, because you can walk in here and get it, and you can walk right out with it, but it's all fresh and it's from scratch. It's the palate of the people. You have to learn to recognize things like that and give the people what they want, you know, and that's what makes a business work. And I see the same faces all the time. They come back over and over again. Ain't that right? That's right. They come back. So they do. You know, they appreciate good food. Oh, wow. The Wall of Fame, they say. And this is just an inkling of what I have. If I was to hang pictures on all these walls in here, you would see so many different faces. And one more thing, I have hot sauce. My hot sauce is called Light My Fire. And that's my own version. Me and my nephew, we have recipes we work together with. He's another part of this with me. You know, I don't do it alone. So it is another muscle on the other side. So it's like having 4 hands, and we both work like 2 people, so we really have 8 arms. You know, it ain't right, I don't do it, you know? But I love doing this. You know, it's great.
And we love it too. From Chef Ken's Kitchen, I'm Grace. And I'm Amanda. Back to you guys at the studio.
Down to our last event for the show, the 24th Annual Philadelphia Film Festival. Check it out.
It's India here with Everyday Explorers at the French Theater, where the 24th Philadelphia Film Festival is kicking off. Earlier in the day, we were able to talk with Michael Learman, the artistic director of the film festival. Take a look.
My name is Michael Learman. I'm the artistic director of the Philadelphia Film Society. That means I oversee all artistic decisions for the organization. That includes all of our artwork, our ads, everything, but also our programming.
With 170 to 180 movies screened and over 35,000 tickets sold during last year's fest, Philadelphia stands out as being a little bit different than other major film festivals like Sundance or the Toronto International.
You know, it's a celebration of the best cinema of the world. We're more of a collection of things from other places versus trying to premiere things or have a specialized theme. But I also like to pride ourselves in the content. We have one of the better programs, especially this year, that I've seen, so I'm really proud of it.
After attending the viewing of the festival's opening film, Anomalisa, by critically acclaimed directors Charlie Kaufman and Duke Johnson, I can definitely say that this year's lineup is outstanding.
We were actually able to catch up with the directors of the film on the red carpet. I got to ask them about their thoughts on getting to headline this year's festival.
It's exciting to be here, and the fact that they're giving us the opening night feels like quite an honor. So, I mean, that's what I'm happy about.
I feel the same way. I don't have a specific. It's great to be here. It's an honor, and we're happy to see what the Philadelphians think of the movie. Yeah.
From Oscar buzzworthy films to educational documentaries, over the course of 11 days, you can visit the Prince, the Ritz East and Bourse, and the Roxy Theaters, among others. It is truly Philly's home for great film.
It's really geared towards the people of Philadelphia. We've been listening to them in terms of the balloting and the ticket sales for years and trying to cater to them. And also we support Philadelphia filmmakers. We have a whole section called Greater Philadelphia, which has filmmakers from Philadelphia. So all of those things are very Philly-centric, and just trying to give something to the city of Philadelphia and bring all these things to the city of Philadelphia is how it fits in culturally. So.
As a nonprofit organization, the Philadelphia Film Society is always looking for new members, volunteers, and support. You can always visit their website at philadelphia.org if you're interested.
You never know who you'll bump into at the Philadelphia Film Festival. That's it for us here in Center City. Now back to you at the desk.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Everyday Explorers.
Next time, on behalf of the entire crew of Everyday Explorers, I'm Jake.
And I'm Corey. Thanks for watching.